going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. Well, unfortunately, a friend of mine had her Amazon account hacked last night. It's an ongoing situation. She's talked to Amazon, she's talked to the police, trying to get this to cease because the person who hacked her account has been ordering things to Amazon and having those shipped to a different address. And several things has already been shipped and went out, and they keep on ordering things, so it's a very bad situation to be in. You wake up to that situation and you see what's going on, you're like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do here? And it's a very easy situation to get in, unfortunately, because there's always someone out there trying to hack into your accounts. It's a constant thing. It's a constant battle to keep everyone out of your online accounts, out of your email, out of your YouTube channel if you have a YouTube channel, out of your bank accounts, out of your Amazon. Someone's always trying to get something for nothing, trying to steal what you work for and what you have. And it is, to me, it's sickening that people will do this, but that's the way things are now, and it's the situation that we live in. You know, I read that a lot of the mafia has went to online cyber crimes instead of the traditional crimes they used to do. And we have foreign nations trying to hack into accounts all the time. And we have individuals hacking into accounts all the time. There's been a situation here on YouTube where hackers has been hacking into YouTube accounts and taking those YouTube accounts over and putting up videos of Elon Musk and some kind of a cryptocurrency scam is going on there. It's a constant battle to try to keep people out of your accounts. And we'll talk about a few ways to do that here. I'm not a computer security expert or online security expert, but there's a few things that I do. I've done a lot of research into this to try to protect my accounts, and hopefully it will work. One of the main things right now people are doing is that they aren't actually guessing your passwords, even though having a strong password is extremely important. I'll talk about that here in a minute. But right now, what they're doing is sending like an email, and they will act like it's your bank or you've won something or something like that. Or in the case of YouTube, they send emails out to creators telling them that they want to collaborate with a product and pay the creator to do a review of that product, and they will send you a link or a PDF file supposedly to download, and you click on that and it downloads into your computer, and instantly they steal all of your login cookies and they bypass all of your passwords, all of your two-factor authentication, everything, and go straight into your accounts and take those accounts over, and actually can log you out of your account, change the password, and you can't get into your own account. And that's one of the things that's extremely important. And one of the most important things is to be extremely mindful and careful of what you're clicking on. If you get an email and it looks like it's not right, if it looks like there's something off with the email, don't click any links in that. Always look at the email address. You know, if they are a company or they're saying it's from, your bank, for example, or whatever, look at the email address. If the email address is something completely different than what your bank is, it should say, the person's name at thisbank.com. Instead, it might say this name, some kind of foreign name, this characters or something like that, and it may have some other email address completely different than what your bank would have. That's one of the first indicators that it's a scam trying to steal your account. And you click on that link, and they will log into your bank accounts. They'll take everything you have. Extremely important not to click links in emails, and be very, very careful, even online for that matter. Look at the email, look at where it's coming from, look at the link, where it's coming from. Hover your mouse over the link and look at the link address and see if it looks right. If it has, all kinds of different codes and things in that link, don't click on that link. Extremely important. Also, like I said, if you don't know where the link is coming from, if it's someone random, you just on a forum or something like that, or email comes through and you see a link, don't click on that link because you don't know what you're clicking on, and it could be something to take over your computer, steal all your login cookies, and it will log into your YouTube accounts, to your emails, to your bank accounts, to your Amazon, and you're pretty much screwed, unfortunately. And this bypasses all the two-factor authentication. Two-factor authentication is very important to have, as is a strong password still yet, but never, ever, ever whatsoever click on any random links in emails. Like, for me, for example, I get emails all the time And I know that's what they're trying to do with these emails, because the product that they are wanting me to review and wanting to pay me money to review, so I will click that link. They're trying to entice me to click that link, but the products aren't even related to my channel niche here, which is preparedness and survival. That's another indicator that they haven't even looked at your channel. If you're on YouTube, they just send in random things. Same thing if you're an individual, they will send an email telling you that you've won something because you shopped at Lowe's or something like that, and you haven't entered any contest. You know right then that something's up. Use common sense. Use your head and avoid clicking those links that you don't know where they're coming from and you don't trust those links. Don't click on those links, because they will download viruses, spyware, keyloggers, and they will steal your cookies and things like that, take over your accounts. Now, it's extremely important to have good passwords, because you want to make it as difficult as you possibly can for these people, because they do steal passwords and log in. Don't put, your name. Don't put 1, 2, 3, ABC. Don't use your birth dates and things like that, because people can get the information, figure out your passwords, and they can also do brute force attacks where they keep generating passwords constantly for hours through, programs, and they will finally get your password, especially if it's like a sentence or something like that, or your birth dates, your names, your kids' first initials, whatever you want to use. Don't use those. Use random things. Use a random password generator to generate those passwords. Use uppercase, lowercase letters, use numbers, use different characters, because you want to mix it up and make it as long as possible. Also, using a password manager is also a good thing. You can do research on those. There's different ones that you can look into. LastPass is one. You can also, I don't know all the names of the password managers. There's NordPass, which is what I use, but the password managers will help you, will remember your passwords. You have one master password, and you can have really complicated passwords without having to actually try to memorize those or writing those down. Trying to have 50 accounts online and trying to remember all those passwords, or worse yet, using the same password for every account, isn't good. You want to have really complicated, long passwords with at least 12 letters, 12 numbers, and a mixture. 12 characters altogether or more, but at least 12. You don't want to have 5 or 6, because the less you have, the easier it is for someone to gain access to that and actually hack through that password. You want to have strong passwords, like I said. You want to not click on suspicious links whatsoever, and you want to have two-factor authentication on your accounts. You can have, some accounts don't offer it, but most do now. You can have you can use Google Authenticator. You can have a code sent to your email, which isn't the right thing to do in my opinion, because if you have your email account, they will get that code also in your email. So having the code sent to your email, in my opinion, isn't the greatest thing. Having it sent to your a text message is better, but it's still not the best, because they can clone your phone. There are lots of things people can do that are horrifying that people just don't realize to get into your accounts. The best thing is to use Google Authenticator or some other authenticator app. It's on your phone, and the numbers refresh constantly. You try to sign into your account, you have to have that exact number and put that number in before you can sign into your account. Now, if they steal your login cookies, they can bypass all of this, so that's why it's important not to click on any links. Personally, I use these YubiKeys for signing in. If someone signs in, even if my email and password, they don't have this key for two-factor authentication using these YubiKeys, they can't sign in unless they steal the cookies. So you have to, if I log out of my account and try to log back in to any of my accounts, I have to have this physical key in my hand, plug this into the computer, and actually press this button right here with my thumb and hold that down so I can log in. This one's for the computer, and this one is for my cell phone. This is the best type of two-factor authentication, in my opinion, is these keys. I'll link to these in the description box below. You can check these out. It's not difficult to hook up. They're about $50 a piece, actually, though. But you can put these in with your accounts and hook these up through two-factor authentication in your account, and it will greatly increase your security. Don't click on any links. Don't be careless. You also want to have some good antivirus and anti-malware protection. I use this, Malwarebytes. When it first came out, this was actually just a like an anti-spyware. But now they have full, complete antivirus, anti-spyware system, firewall and everything. And I ordered this 8 or 9 years ago, actually. And when I ordered this, it was that I had lifetime updates. So I get this now. I've had this for about 10 years now, using this, 8 or 10 years, and I've had paid for it one time, $20-something. I don't think they sell that. I don't think they have that deal anymore, but they still honor the deal, and that shows me they're a great company, and it has great reviews. Malwarebytes. And you can order this yourself, but it's more expensive now if you do it. But like I said, I did this back 8 or 9 years ago. It's been a long time ago, when I had I ordered like $28, I think it was, when they first started, and I had lifelong updates. So I'm still getting the same thing for years and years with the same $20-something I ordered this with. It's low, and it doesn't use many resources. It doesn't slow down your computer. Works great in my opinion. So have, a good anti-spyware, anti-malware, and like I said, this has firewall, anti-malware, anti-spyware. Very good in my opinion. Recommend it. Like I said, the YubiKeys, and just be careful. Use a good strong password with all different. Don't use all letters. Don't use all capitals. When you're playing with your passwords, use uppercase, lowercase, use numbers, use symbols, and use a password manager to remember all those passwords. And use a different password for every account, because if you use the same password for all of your accounts and they get your one password, they can log in, use your email and your password to all of your accounts, and you're just pretty much screwed every way around. So use different passwords for every account. Use a password manager. Use long, complicated passwords. Have good anti-malware, spyware, antivirus software. Use two-factor authentication, preferably the YubiKeys, and be very careful at what links you click on in your emails, online, and things like that, because you don't want to download viruses, spyware, keyloggers, and the dreaded one where they steal your login cookies and go right into your accounts. But guys, I hope this helps. If it did, give the video a thumbs up. If you have any more advice, leave it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the Creekmore Matter, and I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.